Welcome back to Digital Gooning. I am the Azure Goon, otherwise known as Az. Today we have Wolfric, our wolf, Revy, and Strayed. How's everyone doing today?
Why did Wolf is the only one who actually got a title?
Yeah, I know, right?
What title did I give him?
The Wolf. It's basic, but still.
I said Wolfric.
He said Wolfric.
Wolfric is my full name.
Did I say the wolf?
Yeah, you literally just... Are you serious?
Hey, the favoritism is apparent. You're going to have to cut this out so the fans don't know it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I will say Wolf is the one that pisses me off the least out of this group.
Yeah, no, that part we know. That's not in question.
Well, when I tried giving you all titles before, you all lost your shit. Like, I called you the Crystal Goon, and you're like, whoa, I didn't agree to this.
You know, yeah. But Wolf's was like basic.
I'm basic. It's okay.
Oh, god damn.
If I was on a pH balance, I'd be about a 6.
Wow, okay. Sure.
Yeah, I know, right?
What did I give that to? Alright. So how's everyone's week been?
Yeah.
Been good.
Great. Mine's been a little nuts, but I got some gaming in. And I got some watching some shows in, too.
Yeah, one show.
Yeah, I rewatched quite a bit of How to Build a Sex Room.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You're gonna just roll with that now? Okay.
No, not too much. I don't know if anyone else watched it. I know Revy's watched the whole thing before.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I have only gotten halfway through episode 3.
Oh wow, you're that far, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how many episodes are there. I just clicked on it and started watching.
Yeah, episode 4 is neat because episode 4 is the oh god, what is it? You're married, you're like with a bunch of people. Polygamous?
Polygamy?
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous family. And that one's really something else. I don't want to call her the main woman, but it's the one that the show focuses on. She's really into golden showers. So there's a whole section of the show where they're trying to make an extremely large bathroom for them.
Okay, wow. I'm very
Not my
glad
cup of tea, but I'm happy for
I'm
it.
fully glad that I absolutely we just bounced off this show.
The first episode's neat too because the couple gives. By the way, the main person, the designer of the show, is like this grandmother that just comes over and helps people live out their sexual fantasies.
Oh, she's bored, so.
Oh yeah, it's
Can
great.
I just say, her contractor
I love him.
seems like he feels comfortably uncomfortable with her
At all times, yeah.
Like, her contractor does not get any of this shit, but he's still,
He's like, I'm here for you,
job,
but
man.
I don't understand.
He's like a. Good.
I was gonna say the first episode, she has him whip her in the middle of the street while she's riding the horse. I don't know what that
Spanking bench.
Yeah.
Spanking bench. And then
he's just
his
like, yeah,
son
whatever.
presumably is there because he comments, "Mom's not gonna like this," so he just did it in front of his son. I think there's something there.
He's like a flagpole for a gay pride flag. He's straight, but supportive. No one gets that joke.
Yeah, like he 100%.
No, we got it. I'm suspicious of you. I'm not totally convinced that you came up with that.
I didn't. It was on
right.
Imgur today. Lots of gay shit on Imgur today. I was very happy.
Yeah, that dude does not get anything.
Is today special? What's going on?
What's up?
Is today special? What's going on?
Yeah. What's going on? I don't know. Ask every fucking corporation in America right now.
In my opinion, the month doesn't start until after my birthday.
Okay.
It's only 2 days.
The gay witching hour.
So yeah, she's like, oh god, she goes up to him and is like, yeah, I need a very large shower room. And he's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you need. Whatever, that should be easy. And she's
just
like,
don't talk to me about it.
yeah, I'm going to need it for golden showers. And I'm like, what's a golden shower? Oh, that's when a bunch of people like pee on a person. So for this wall, we're going to, nope, stop. You can't just throw that at me and keep going. Nope, I need a second.
You think a guy with that kind of professionalism would have learned to stop asking questions?
This is where I'm going to put my St. Andrew's cross. What's a St. Andrew's cross? Oh, that's where
what?
That's a cross where you tie a person up and you can do things to them. You can whip them. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's okay.
You know what? I've heard enough.
This is where I need to put my anus ravaging bench. All right, so that's going to run you about $450.
Oh God!
I gotta say, in the second episode that I watched, there was that couple where the dude was, I think, a sheriff, and they go to the dominatrix's lair, and his eyes, and he's just like, I might need to call the cops before she assaults this man. Was pretty funny.
Oh God! I love the first episode because they have her, like, this old lady, just go into the tiniest fucking crawl space to get to what is essentially their basement.
Oh, yeah, that...
She does a wonderful job in there. Well, I should say that her what is he, a carpenter? What is he? I don't even know. Handyman.
Just like a general contractor.
Most likely.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with the word handyman. Contractor.
We just
fine.
Gave you the word.
Fine, contractor. Fine, contractor.
General contractor. He hires other contractors.
Yeah.
He contracts out.
He does so much work down there. Oh my God. He makes that place fucking beautiful.
Yeah, honestly, when she first went down there, I got Hannibal Lecter vibes when they were describing their studio. But, it didn't look like that when she was done. So props on her.
Yeah, they did fucking great. Oh God. But I love that show. That show was great. Like, I remember me and my wife just binged the shit out of that show the second we saw it. But yeah. What else did you guys do this week? Title of this podcast is going to be How to Build a Goon Room. Continue.
So the thing is, we kind of this episode was kind of not really planned to be of anything in particular like the other two episodes. This is just kind of like we're going about our weeks and talking about them, mainly because Mizu did demonstrate. Mizu did give us the option to, hey, we can talk about this show. We can talk about this show for a full episode. And I don't know what everyone else's reactions to it were, but I fully, and I mean fully, rebounded off it. It is really not for me. I don't vibe with it. You guys can do it, but I won't have anything to say. And Mizu said, all right, we don't have to do this. We can do something else, or we can just talk. Turns out I can't get away. So we just decided to make sure. So anyway, I did this week.
I mean, all honesty, look at your friend group. You'll never get away from it.
Yeah, honestly.
No.
You're in a podcast called Digital Gooning.
I thought it was more going to be... I don't know, man. I got to think. I don't think Digital Gooning really emphasized, like, yeah, let's watch a show about how people set up vanilla dominatrix rooms with this old lady. I don't think that was part of it. Am I wrong? Was this on the docket? Did I miss it?
I kind of think you're wrong. I kind of think you're in the wrong here. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I kind of agree, because when I saw, I was just kind of like, this is not what I was expecting, but, I'm a go with the flow kind of guy, so I went with the flow.
I would say you're wrong, but yeah, I think there'd be more like, digital gooning at this point than,
All right, so let me ask you, Wolf, did you enjoy yourself watching it?
There were a few funny moments. It's definitely not something I would rewatch after having watched it the first time.
Yeah, fair. I only rewatched it for the show.
It gives me... So, when I rate stuff I'd watch, I usually rate it, because I watch a lot of anime. I give it the first 3 episodes, and then if I don't like it, I stop watching it.
Okay, fair enough. So...
Oh, yeah.
Strayed, what have you been playing?
Well, the new Crack came out. And by Crack, I mean Night Rain.
Light Rain? What's Light Rain?
Night Rain, that's the new Elden Ring thing.
Oh,
Elden Ring.
Night Rain. Okay. Yeah, I follow you now.
The weird one.
Is it good?
It's very, I would say it's very good. I'm very much enjoying it. There's a taste, and it's not going to be for everyone. It's very much emphasizing, it's kind of emphasizing like a lot of, I don't know how to describe it. It very much feels like a high quality mod, and I mean that in a very good and very bad way.
Question.
Well, I say very good in only a kind of bad way. It feels like a mod can be used both ways.
You say it's not going to be for everyone like Elden Ring was for everyone.
Elden Ring was absolutely for everyone.
Okay, if you say so.
You have a skill issue, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I'm fine. I could play it. I'm not really into those games.
Yeah, because you suck at them. I've seen you.
Wow.
He came all out.
But I see your point. Even among people who very much loved Elden Ring, I'm including those in the not for everyone category. If you didn't, let me rephrase that. If you didn't like Elden Ring, you're just not going to like this. Obviously not.
Yeah.
Because it just basically is more Elden Ring. In just terms of the system, the systems, how it feels, it's everything. It's just more Elden Ring. But among people who still also liked Elden Ring and would have liked more Elden Ring, it might not hit exactly what you wanted from it. It is either 1 or 3 people kind of quasi-roguelike extraction.
Yeah.
It's really strange. You hop into a map with either by yourself or with a group of 3, and I haven't actually tried solo, but from what I'm hearing, the game is heavily geared against going this solo.
Okay.
You pick, instead of making your own character and build, you pick one of total 8 at the beginning 6 classes with a base loadout and a passive, a active ability, and an ultimate ability. And you sort of move and act like that class with these abilities. And you have your initial loadout, but then as you run through the world, you pick up better weapons and more gear. And you just kind of wander around and fight more and more bosses as the night rain closes in on you and makes the map smaller.
Interesting.
It's really weird, and I don't have it fully down yet. But it is if you really like Elden Ring's combat system, and you can kind of try a sort of jank, like, there's been a couple Elden Ring mods. I say Elden Ring mods. Not just Elden Ring, but Dark Souls mods as well that have been similar to this, about like having levels be adjusted and having random drops, that this is basically an official version of.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been really fun, but there are some people that are going to fully rebound off the emphasized multiplayer aspect, the roguelike aspects. The lore is kind of iffy, and I'm not sure what's supposed to be canon or where this fits. I'm sure there's going to be tens of thousands of videos on it.
Just keep an eye out for Vadi's video.
Yeah, we'll wait for Vadi to talk. Well, I'll talk to Vadi about this. I mean, music, you're not familiar with that. If I were to tell you, you know what? I think it might be fair, and I say this in a positive way, as Matt Pat is to Five Nights at Freddy's, Vati Vidya is to Dark Souls.
You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that was the reason I made that comparison, just so you had to have a reference.
You know what?
But no, this is
good.
I was going to conclude my thoughts, so go ahead.
I didn't really watch all too much of Game Theory, but I mean, what I have, it was fine.
But I figure that is I don't even know if you watched any, but I figure you knew who he was.
Yeah.
So
he was like the Five Nights at Freddy's guy for a while, especially with...
Yeah.
And he continued it with the books. But...
Dude, he continued it until, like, the movie came out.
He was in the fucking movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was in the movie. He was the...
a single scene.
Yeah,
he was the server at the diner.
Yeah, and he gave his, but that's just a theory line. He's like, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that's just a theory. He just fucking
That's really stupid. I like it.
Honestly, if you haven't seen the FNAF movie, you should go watch it because it is pretty good for a live-action adaptation of a video game.
From what I can tell, it's basically just a mix of one and oh god, what is it? The new one where they're at like this. It's like an open world. Well, I say open world. It's like an open world like theme place.
Are you thinking of Security Breach?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was like it.
The bad one.
Okay, you say the bad one, like they aren't all fucking awful.
What do you?
But that one seemed like I'm not an expert or anything. That one seemed like it was bad for reasons the developer didn't intend. If that makes sense.
I kind of stopped. I never really like cared for the gameplay of any of them. Like I found the lore interesting for a while.
Yeah, not my cup of tea either.
Then after the second one, I just thought it was fucking stupid after a bit.
Valid.
Anyhow.
Every now and then I dive back in with a MatPat video and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what they're doing now.
Well,
I can see
no longer MatPat.
Yeah.
Animatronics are just going in people bodies now. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
No, but anyway, so you see this guy invented a suit that was like, hey, if you jump in this suit, you can pilot it, or there's an animatronic right in it. But if you turn this knob on the back while they're inside, it literally rips their flesh off. Anyway, let's get out there and serve pizza to kids.
Careful you don't sweat on any of these gears, because if it gets any moisture on it, the whole thing just becomes like a fucking mousetrap.
I mean, this is an entire franchise built around the fact, hey, this entire place is filled with killer robots that we, just have hang around kids during the day. Let's hire a security guard.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And just leave them there.
Oh god, the lore of it's so.
Anyway, Night Rain. No, I mean, I'm very much enjoying this. I'm very much in the early stages of Night Rain. I'm not sure. I've definitely not discovered a lot of systems to use. I'm by no means an expert. I know there are some people that are absolutely no-lifing this. But because Elden Ring is incredible. Yeah, I mean, I can say besides Night Rain, I haven't done too much specific this week. Mm-hmm. I went back and played some more Helldivers, partly with some people in this podcast, just to try out the new event eventually, and just kind of keep continuing on with leveling up some stuff there. And then a lot of it was going back to some old games to just kind of pass the time. Nothing in particular. Like I played a bit of old game. I played a bit of Northgard, which is just the quick Norse city builder that by Shiro Games. That's kind of fun. Besides that, let me look at my recent. And then I played some. I'm trying to play more and more of Classier, but I really haven't gotten far in that at all. Other than absolutely has the bones to be deserving of the hype that everyone's giving it.
Nice.
As soon as I get in the right mindset of that, and I put down everything else, I will absolutely dig into that game.
So I had a question for you all. Since a couple of you are getting back into Helldivers, this is a very important question. Who is the better goon material? Bugs or bots?
I know exactly what you're about to ask. Oh, no, that's not... I did not expect that's what you were about to ask. Bots.
Bots?
I prefer bugs.
Bugs?
For goon material? Bots.
For goon material, yes.
But you didn't even have the squids.
Yeah, you didn't have the squids.
I don't know who those are, so bugs or bots?
You've never fought the Illuminate?
You can't do this. You can't be talking just pretend you're Helldivers material when you fully skipped playing against the Illuminate at all.
Did you even participate in the protection of Super Earth?
No, I missed it.
We in fact had this
God.
I missed
Wolf,
it.
you weren't here for this, but we had a whole thing just last night from when we were recording this, where we invited Mizu on to hey, let's play Helldivers. And he was like, yeah, I want to play the new game mode. It's the game mode's done. We did it. Super Earth defended. We win.
It's the only reason why.
To play it.
Well, but the Illuminate has been attacking not Super Earth directly, but the Illuminate have been in the solar system for months now.
Yeah, but he wanted to... Yeah.
I re-download to play the new mode. I realize I missed the new mode, so I'm going to uninstall it now because I don't care anymore.
Because he's an asshole.
I wouldn't even call it a new mode. Because there's still a lot of new stuff on all the other planets. You go to the bug front and go to the bot front. There's meteor storms, ion storms, a whole new variety of enemy types. I haven't been on the bug front in months, but I went back on it after finishing the fight against the Illuminates because I've been fighting them for months.
Yeah, well, I wanted to fight the new map and I wanted to fight the new enemy, and I realized I can't. So it's my choice whether or not.
Because it was there for months.
Yeah, well, it's my choice.
Your choice.
Yeah, it's my choice. My choice to uninstall it now. If I can't play the thing I want to play, I don't have to play.
And I'm free to tell you your choices were stupid.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway. But I'm still not going to do it. But you still didn't answer my question, Wolf. Bugs or bots?
Goonable material?
Yeah, most goonable
I would have to say bots because I cannot goon over a bug.
Bots? Okay, that's 2 for bots. Sorry, Revy.
Nah, I mean...
You should have voted Illuminate just to fuck with them.
I mean, if you added Illuminate, I would vote Goonable. Illuminates are Goonable.
Aren't they just zombies?
No, because there's the actual alien overseers that control them.
Oh, I don't even know what they look like.
And honestly, the vote lists are just like the Husk from Mass Effect, and that's, I mean, you could do something there. Come on.
Okay, just to call it, since we don't have a subject, and we are just jumping all over the place, which... Okay, I know I already know the answer to this, but fine. Which Mass Effect character is the most goonable in your opinion?
1, 2, 3.
Tali.
Jack.
Revy has terrible taste.
Okay, if we're talking woman, it's Tali. If we're talking man, it's Garrus. Like 110%. Like no one beating you.
I will say... missed opportunity with Samara.
I will say, missed opportunity with Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, since we're on the Mass Effect topic, try not to bounce around, did you know someone created an entire D&D 5e system using Mass Effect? They created all the classes, a whole new type. Like, it is amazing, and it's all free on a website. I'll send you guys a link if you're interested. I've done a session.
A little bit.
Yeah,
and it is pretty awesome.
Damn. Do they have anything for ships, or is that just basically like... Or not really?
I don't know. I'm not DMing it, so I'm not looking too far into the system since I'm being a player.
Fair.
So, I'm not touching this one.
Hey, it's not my job. If we bring up ship combat, then I'll do the research. But for now, no.
I do. If they don't, I do recall that there was a, not Mass Effect, but Star Wars edition for D&D 5e that did, in addition to what you're doing, it had its own classes, its own builds, the whole thing. And I think it did have rules for ship systems in combat. So that could probably just be adapted.
Nice.
Honestly, yes, I've heard about the Star Wars, but if ship combat is something you really want, you should honestly look towards Starfinder.
No.
Starfinder is...
Unfortunately, Mizu has had a bad experience with this.
I'm really stupid.
Really?
No, I'm just stupid when it comes to...
I was going to say, we tried Starfinder at one point.
Yeah, Wolf was DMing? GMing? What do you call it for that? Whatever, fucking GMing.
It's just Game Master.
GMing.
Yeah, I'm really stupid when it comes to I don't want to say overcomplicated. Complicated. When it comes to complicated tabletop rules, I'm really dumb.
Oh, 5e's perfect, man.
Yeah. It's perfectly stupid for me. I like it.
Although, doesn't 5e already have rules for ship combat?
Oh, does it?
I think there's a vehicle combat system, and I think that's adapted for God, what's it called? I'm totally blanking, but it is like the pulpy space one, where you get it. Oh God, I have to look it up. I'm gonna go nuts. It's all about piloting mind flayer ships and other astral ships.
Okay.
It's not quite sci-fi. It's unfortunately that module is not very good. But you could just adapt the rules from it. Hold on. Dabba dabba dabba. I mean, don't wait for me. It might take me a second to scroll here.
Oh god.
Another system that you might be able to adapt for like vehicle and turn to ship combat is actually Cyberpunk Red. It
Really?
has a decent ship combat vehicle kind of system. Although Cyberpunk Red is probably under the category of complex systems, however, it uses a D10 system. So it does not use a D20 system. So you'd have to modify some things here and there. But honestly, that's what y'all do when you homebrew crap anyways, so...
Yeah. I would really love to play... I know someone kind of started to make it, but 5e tabletop version of Streets of New Capenna. I want to say... Is that what it's called? Capenna? Capenna?
Anya or something?
What?
I genuinely... I'm not fully sure.
So, do you know, like gangland style stuff, like you're watching a Dick Tracy movie?
1920s, the height of gangland stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so basically it's the Magic version of that. By Magic, I mean the card game.
MTG.
Where there's
Though
tons...
in that case, the New Capenna stuff is... I think that is a fan mod, not anything official like it was with Strixhaven.
Yeah.
And it would very much be a setting, a background thing, not any actual pre-made module.
I don't know if you would really even need to change much about 5S. You just maybe flavor some moves to be a bit differently. Did I say 5S? 5e. I guess you
standard.
Yeah.
I'm trying right now to look into Daggerheart, which is Critical Role's darling. I'm not that big into Critical Role, but this does look kind of interesting enough. It's weirdly like both kind of freeform and restrictive in terms of its systems, from what I'm seeing. I will mention.
Sorry. I was going to ask, isn't it a D6 system or D8 system?
Seems to be a few different things. It seems to be all dice, and then there's a thing where they have a D12 system, where for a lot of rolls you end up rolling 2 D12s, and you have to distinctly mark which one of them is your hope dice and which one of them is your fear dice. And you can succeed with either, because it will only take the highest one, but if you win with hope, you gain hope, and that's spent on like other abilities. Win with fear, the DM gets to use things.
Okay.
I think there's a thing where DMs are encouraged to like role play the same success differently based on which die they used. It's like you kill an enemy. If you succeed with hope dice, it's a quick kill. It's a swift, like brutal hit. You win. If you win with fear, then it's like a grapple on the ground and it's desperate and clawing and it's really tense. It's the same result, but
Oh, that's neat.
The other thing, I'm sorry, the one I wanted to say was the honorable mention going to what they have for characters called the experience system, which is not like XP. Instead, you determine what your character is like in life and what they did before, but rather than like pick anything from a list, you sort of write out like a profession or an experience or a broad statement that describes you in 2 separate experience boxes, and you can just work with your GM to say, I think this really applies to me, and they'll give you a bonus for whatever you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, they do that in Animon too.
In what?
Animon, it's a tabletop that someone made for like Digimon and Pokemon kind of tabletops.
Okay. So how does it work there?
So, like, you give your characters, I don't know what they're called, but I guess attributes maybe, like, you say that the character can fly, or you say the character, like, has sharp claws, or you say the character, like, it's a whole list you can pick from. And you can say, well, this character is kind of stuck in these hills, and I have flight, so I think I would have an advantage here. And you're like, okay, you get to roll 1 extra die. Or, like, we're slashing away at each other, and my claws are sharp. I feel like I'd have an advantage there. The GM would go, okay, you get an extra die.
I think that would be a bit too. I think that would be a bit too broad of an example, but that is kind of what they're saying.
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard of that from that game before, so this was kind of new to me. So that popped out as pretty interesting. I don't think I would DM it just because I have literally never played a game of it before.
Uh-huh.
So I'll get back to y'all on that one. We'll see.
This is the system that they made as kind of a fuck you to Wizards of the Coast, right?
I wouldn't want to comment on that, Bart. I don't know. Hey, if someone wants to say fuck Wizards of the Coast, more power to them.
Uh-huh.
No worries.
No, this is the system that they did make to spite them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay. Fair,
because a huge part of their profits were about to be lost, so I think they made their own system so they didn't have to give money to Wizards.
That absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, which, fuck Wizards of the Coast. We should put a price tag on our imagination.
Yeah,
well, they could try at least.
We should play a different tabletop. Guess what? There's a lot more now.
Good luck playing any of the others we don't own.
Even Paizo came out and it's just like, hey, we have a lot of free resources you guys can use. Paizo is Pathfinder.
Nice.
Do you remember when D&D was cool? We made our own with Flashback and Hookers.
Oh, goddamn.
And I think in between Daggerheart, I was looking up more Starfinder and Pathfinder stuff, just because, you know what? I don't mind this. I don't mind a more intensive combat system.
Honestly, I've been tossing around the idea of going back to 3.5, which is basically Pathfinder, but it's kind of inspired by Dungeon Crawler Carl, where I'd have, you would be there as yourself, and by the time you reach the third floor, you would then be able to select your race and class after changing. Well, you'd all start off as peasants, which is why 3.5 is essential.
Huh. I'll just tell you guys, I all week I've just been playing Zenless, Zelda, and that's kind of it for me.
Good job.
Talk more about Zenless, I guess. I'll just go into catatonic state.
Season 2's coming out! Woo! We get a new class, and that ignores ignores defense. And we get free S character, a free S weapon, a whole new area, and a revamped travel system. So I'm fucking pumped. We also get 30 free pulls, I think. Yeah, 30.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It's if you want to get in, now's a good time to do it. You can get your level up, I think, to 8, so you can get the free shit when Season 2 comes out.
I'm not a gacha type of gamer.
Yeah, I'm not much of a gacha either, but this one is very free players friendly. No, I heard that laugh, you little fucking asshole.
Me?
Yeah, I heard that laugh, you little crystal head.
What?
You laughed at me.
What? I actually didn't laugh at you, but I did say something. I genuinely don't remember what I said though. I didn't laugh though. Someone else.
I have this on recording.
You can listen back. I didn't laugh.
Okay. I saw your crystal ball move, and I heard a chortle.
I said I did not laugh. I said you could have fooled me when you said you're not a gacha.
Okay, so that's what it was. All right. I saw your little
laugh though.
I saw your stupid little Mr. Bean face looking at me.
Yeah, and you went into fight or flight mode.
Clearly, he did.
Dude, that face is terrifying. Don't you tell me you would be in okay mood if you woke up to that face.
It's really funny to me hearing people say, man, Rowan Atkinson is so fucking sexy after watching Blackadder. It's you know what? I don't know, man.
What is it?
Have you ever seen the show Blackadder?
No.
And so the same actor, Rowan Atkinson, the same actor who plays Mr. Bean, very much doing a It's a comedy show still, but it's very much him more playing a more serious role.
Okay.
So it's like there's a bunch of people that kind of fan art because he's in mostly noble positions and he's kind of prettied up, and also people like it. That's from that period of time when people really liked the British and they liked assholes.
Speaking of, he was Doctor Who.
David Tennant.
David Tennant, thank you. I love how you have like decades of actors/actress, and you just pick out the one.
I figured that's the one that would be the most relevant for anything right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know any. I only know him in what? Matt Walsh?
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Who's Matt Walsh?
I'm not sure.
I think he's that asshole. Anyway.
So anyways, David Tennant, I only ever knew him from Doctor Who. I didn't see, I think it was called Blackchurch. He's in
Broadchurch?
Broadchurch, yep. He's in that. I've never seen it. I don't know what he's like in that. I've never seen him in anything else. So I watched Jessica Jones when it came out. And oh my god, he's fucking terrifying. He plays a dude that can make anyone do anything by telling them to do it. And just imagine the type of person that would be that growing up.
It's a bad word.
Yeah, he's a cunt.
That's not the word I was going to use. Where did this come
imagine
from?
So.
Where did Jessica Jones come from?
What do you mean? Oh no, we were talking about. Fuck! What were we talking about?
Okay, so was it literally? Did you latch on to David Tennant because that's the only vaguely British actor you know?
No.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
You said you were surprised that people found Mr. Bean sexy when they had to, when they don't, whatever the actor's name is, when they haven't watched Mr. Bean before. And then,
I know, I'm sure they have. I think he's more well known for that. It's just knowing him from Mr. Bean, hearing other people describe him as attractive and being like, what? And then find out they're referring to him in another show. That makes it a little bit more understandable.
Speaking of Mr. Bean, what is that, Pee-wee Herman? You remember him?
Oh, yes. Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I think we all remember him.
So Mr. Bean is an act. Pee-wee Herman actually kind of fucking talks like that.
I was going to... Pee-wee Herman wasn't.
I remember there was a time on Raw when they were just having guest stars like come in and manage it, and it was so fucking surreal just seeing him with like wrestlers like ordering them around. It's fucking weird. Oh no, but
well,
yeah, I got nothing going on this week. I know next week we might be doing Ocarina of Time, but I don't know how far.
That's not a spoiler.
What's up?
I guess I didn't know if you wanted to mention that's what was initially planned, and then we were like, we need more time.
I was going to say, like, he did announce it, and we all went. He dropped, that on us.
We even recorded because similarly to. Seems Mizu really had a vision for this podcast was at least partially surprising for people. Like
surprising,
he really likes surprising us, I should say.
Yeah.
As in really liking that we're not aware of anything happening beforehand.
Yeah.
So part of that was us like just telling us I have a retro game in mind, and I think all three of us had different things in mind that probably didn't match up with each other. I don't think anyone really expected that the classic game in mind was Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I honestly
make me feel old.
I go back to the name of this podcast.
It came out
and I was expecting something else.
We're going to goon on the characters of Ocarina of Time. I'll have you know that. We're going to review the game, and then we're going to goon on the characters.
I mean, if you need me to goon on the characters, I can make you an essay right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
can you?
They're well in
I
my
think we
mind.
were all expecting you to give us like a throwaway game that takes us, 4 hours to beat,
I can do that next time. I mean,
and not, the Ocarina of Time. Like I said, I mean, we'll cover this more next time we do it, but it took me like 3 hours to get to the Deku Tree.
I can't believe that.
To get to the Deku Tree?
No,
to get through
it.
Oh, through.
Not just through it.
From the start of the game to getting through the Deku Tree took me 3 hours.
Oh my god. What held you up? I need to know. What held you up?
Dude, I'm a fucking RPG player. My need to look at everything and inspect everything held me up.
Yeah, that's the point of the game, though.
Yeah, and you wanted a 3-day turnaround on this.
I did say I did have to restart after I found out that the device we were using gave me infinite money, and
you didn't have to you didn't have to restart. You could just blown all the money.
No, it ruins the start of the game.
Oh god.
Also, it is digital gooning, so I was using the slingshot to inspect NPCs.
No comment.
I don't know what more you want from
What
me.
do you mean no comment? I think that's your intended. That is working as intended. From what I'm hearing of you.
Straight, I have a
At least
question.
it should be.
I have a question for you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to ask you one question, and I want a yes or no answer.
A yes or no?
Yes. Have you started it?
No.
Okay, there we go.
No. I've been busy. I've been things to do.
Yeah.
And you gave us the papal bowl. We're not doing it this week.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
I was honest with you.
I pushed it back. No judgment. I pushed it back.
I know. I'm only 30 years old. I can still no sleep.
Oh god, I do want to say some things, but I'll hold it off to when and if we actually review it.
What do you win and if we better be? I'm not fucking wasting time on this.
Okay, when we review it.
The mouse and keyboard is not that hard to.
I was gonna say the amount, as we discussed earlier, because I still, I don't have a controller. I had to use mouse and keyboard controls.
I might try it then. How is the turning though?
WASD.
Yeah, but you're giving up a control stick.
Yeah, I mean,
with eight directions for a.
It was not 8 directions back in the day. It was still 4.
No, because you can go diagonally.
Yeah, and it was 4. The diagonal will just hit 2 at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so it works okay on a mouse and keyboard?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. Alright. Fuck, I might
except for the attack is X and C.
Can you aim with the mouse, or is it still aiming with the keyboard?
It's all keyboard.
It's all, dude, the mouse is useless. Don't use the mouse.
Unless you have a software to map mouse movements to specific keystrokes, it's all keyboard. The aiming is kind of trash, but it's you aim in quarters, is the way I would describe it. I don't remember if that's how it was originally, so...
I could 100% remap it so my attack is left click like normal, but I just refuse.
I want you guys...
100%.
I want you guys to go and play the archery game when you get to Hyrule.
It's not that terrible, because I've killed so many things using the slingshot instead of the sword.
No, that's fine. I just want you guys to try out the archery game and let me know how you do with the keyboard. I'm interested to know.
Yeah. Turns out using lock-on and just using the fucking slingshot is actually easier than hitting things.
Yeah, it could be. Same with the controller, too. The controller aiming sucked as well. It was just a game. Okay, we're reviewing this now.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, let's hold off on
look, I mean, nobody's going to go on the NPCs yet. We barely started the game, but
But
this is just we talk about whatever, so now we're talking about whatever.
Oh, jeez. Is there anything you guys are excited about coming out? I have one thing I'm excited for that none of you are interested in.
What's that?
I mean, you may as well go in that case.
Yeah, all right.
Digimon Time Stranger.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love Hacker's Memory, so I saw that coming out. I was like, yes, thank you.
Look, I might be interested if it plays well, but
Do you like turn-based combat that's more complex than Pokemon?
you're asking the guy who plays fucking BG3. Like,
Is that a yes? No, I don't know.
yes, that's
Okay, then yeah, you might like the Hacker Memory series or Time Stranger
Like-
now as it's called.
I used to be like you're talking to the guy who plays Hearts of Iron, like CK3. Like,
Oh, I know a game we should
like-
play and review someday.
What's that?
Darker Than Dark. Or not Darker Than Dark, Darkest Dungeon.
Darker than.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, that's easy
Darker
enough.
than dark.
Can we
Darker
goon
than dark,
on all
Darkest Dungeon.
the monsters?
Yes,
You
you
can
may.
get on the monsters.
You can
get on
you
the
can
NPCs.
certainly try.
Clearly, we need to play the fucking Coffin of Andy and Lele.
No,
If
I don't think we
you
do.
if you were going to suggest a Darkest Dungeon game, would you suggest the first one or the second one?
Yes, because unfortunately, both fortunately and unfortunately, they are two very different games.
Yeah, the second one
Yes.
is like you're like on a cart going from place to place, right? Isn't that it?
Yes, it is more.
Second one's road
Darkest
trip.
Dungeon 1, Darkest Dungeon 1 plays almost like an XCOM game in the sense that you send out your team on missions and you complete objectives to come back and bring resources for permanent upgrades to send them on more missions.
Uh-huh.
The general structure of 4-man team going through combat encounters on multiple runs is still there in 2, but it is very much more roguelike in its progression system and how things work.
If I remember correctly, doesn't 2 have romance?
It technically yes, in the sense that one of the things that they did with the change of the stress system was instead of just outright buffs or debuffs, they instead changed it to an affinity system, which can either have your characters get along with each other and really start to appreciate each other and work better to like give different buffs and enhance abilities that are equipped, or they can start to hate each other and have like debuffs for certain abilities. Like for example, if your Plague Doctor and your Grave Robber hate each other, the Grave Robber may debuff the Plague Doctor using her Battlefield Medicine ability, so that you can still use it, but it will stress out the Plague Doctor when she uses it because the Grave Robber will like yell at her for not healing her.
Oh, okay.
So one of the positive things is called amorous, which implies and has dialogue marks that the two characters are together.
In a polyamorous relationship.
It can happen with any of the characters, regardless of any other canonicity. So technically, yes, but it's a purely gameplay thing. There's no story to it.
Got it.
I mean, there should be.
There should be. Canon couple, Reynald and Dismas. But beyond that, unfortunately, nothing.
They are all in my harem.
Yeah? Including the leper?
Yes.
I mean, according to my CK3 playthrough, yes.
Oof.
Ew.
Oof.
That just got a lot more real.
Because, the best part about playing CK3 is you don't actually have to fight military either. You can just cuck every other person in game.
You can.
This is technically true.
Go on. What were you saying? What were you saying, Dragoon?
No, I'm just reacting.
Have you already forgotten the point where I actually kidnapped your wife and then made her my wife in game? Because that happened.
It did happen.
That didn't happen.
You were not happy, but it happened.
I wasn't. Wait, what?
This is in CK3.
CK3.
That didn't happen when we played CK3.
Yeah, it totally did happen, dude. Straight will back me up.
I think it did happen.
I fucking raided your
It's very easy to do this.
I raided your city, captured your wife, killed your kid, and then romanced your wife.
No, none of you ever attacked me in CK3.
I don't have to attack you. I just fucking raid the village. It's not attacking you.
None of you raided me. I was always Ireland.
I am always fucking Iceland. I definitely raided you along the way.
No. A lot of stupid shit happened to me, but no, that wasn't something that happened.
He's in denial that I cucked him.
Oh.
And like,
so,
believe me, I would remember and probably laugh about it, but
dude, no, because you were pissed off because
was I?
Yeah, you were pissed off because it was the exact same playthrough that, like, shortly after that happened, you got hit with, like, 20 fucking plagues in a row.
I do remember the plagues, but no, the wife cucking I don't remember happening.
Yeah, like, I totally stole your wife and just made her mine.
Convenient.
Real quick, what is CK3?
Crusader Kings 3.
King 3.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Revy is not telling lies. These are all mechanics.
That did happen? Yeah. I don't know. I think you're gaslighting me, but okay.
No, I'd gaslight you on a lot of things, but this is not one of them. Like,
alright.
That to be fair, that sounds like textbook gaslighting.
I don't believe you because I don't remember this, but at the same time, it's not important for me to keep going.
Again, I play Norse, and I typically pick Iceland because they're up in the north by themselves. My favorite part of CK3 is basically running around raiding people, capturing other people's wives, and either, like, selling them back to them, or if they have, like, good enough traits, I will stay with them and then convince them to be in my concubine.
Okay. I'm telling... whatever. Alright.
These
are legitimate... For anyone who's unaware, these are legitimate gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
In fact, they're relatively effective.
Yeah, it legitimately is, because I just end up breeding, like, basically the next generation after me has so many fucking perks. It's stupid.
Yeah, I remember that game. I always got fucked over in that game. The plays were awful. I played with Mud, who has yet to join this podcast once.
We really should go back and play that again, because it is just fun.
Out of nowhere, like, these millions of people just decide to, like, attack me in this event. And, like, I have to bribe them to, like, have them go away.
Well, I mean, you started it.
And I'm just kind of like, okay, so I guess this is just a fuck you event. All right,
well,
cool.
I mean, not to be rude, but you did start, like, you're starting in Ireland, where, like, if you aren't pretty proactive with, like, your defense and army, like, you're going to get fucked because everything there happens.
Yeah.
Between, like, the Ireland and UK, like, you know, especially when we start back in, like, 100 AD? Like...
867 is the earlier start date, but yeah, Ireland is the tutorial stage in the 1100s, not so much in 800s.
Right.
Yeah, in the 800s, dude, there's so much going around in Ireland and in the UK that you kind of have to be prepared, or else you will get fucked by just how much is going on.
Yeah. I don't know.
But, like, we definitely should play it again, because it is genuinely fun when you know the mechanics a bit better.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why you gotta learn. And that's why I would make the argument that's why we probably should start in, like, Finland or some other like some other Norse state where we can start somewhat together and then kind of alliance.
You know what I want to get back into?
What?
Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires.
I remember Age of Empires 2 being the shit.
I mean, we clearly only to get into Stellaris.
Stellaris?
Yeah.
Stellaris.
Oh, yeah. Why?
Oh yeah, if you thought CK3 had its genocides, we have a whole new ball game for you.
I would love to play Stellaris, but I just don't have anybody to really play it with outside of, like, Strayed. And I'd have to, like, pull his leg to kind of, find time to do that together.
Well, to be fair, I very rarely interact with Paradox games in multiplayer.
Yeah. And I'm on the kind of, like, other side of the fence, where it's like I prefer to play Paradox games in multiplayer because it's just one of those like when I'm doing something like that, I just want to have, just like let's hang out and just bullshit.
Girls just want to have fun.
I just want to like bullshit and just kind of
Go around with it.
I get you.
But yeah, but I did grow up playing like Sins of a Solar Empire, where games were 12 hours long plus. And you're going like, why the fuck did I do this on a Sunday night?
Oh, the sun is out.
Oh, good.
Sins was another great game, which I would constantly piss off my my co-players.
Sins?
I never got into Sins. But I heard Sins 2 recently came out. Has that been any good, or?
I have not bought and played Sins, but Sins of a Solar Empire was a very good multiplayer game. I heard Sins 2 only kind of like expanded on it.
Fair enough.
So, like, in Sins, there's basically 3 factions. There's, like, the human faction that's, like, super military. There's another faction that I think does a lot of drone stuff. And then the faction I played is basically all about culture.
What was it? There's a trope for it where it's like the 3 sci-fi strategy, or even just the sci-fi stuff is like recognizably military, advanced but recognizably human military tech. And then the others is the weird religious and or mystical and or psychic power civilization aliens. And then there's the weird bug or reptile aliens.
In this one, it wasn't like weird bugs or reptiles. It was just kind of like travelers from another galaxy, something like that, I believe. But I definitely played the weird religious, like, drone. Their whole culture was based off, like, religion, like, telepathic powers. And, like, in-game, in order to conquer a planet and basically expand your empire, you could either do it through, like, military force by just, like, flat-out conquering it, or you could do it through, like, cultural warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be that asshole who would just have so much culture that, like, even in an alliance, I was flipping my friends' planets by just, like, having too much of it.
You may think you have won the battle, but I have the power of e-girls.
Yes. My favorite part of that whole thing is basically the super weapons.
Oh, I saw some of those, yeah.
Like, one of them is basically a planet cracker. Well, I mean, 2 of them are essentially planet crackers, and the one I use basically just fires like religion at a planet to try to flip it. But the best part of it is those super weapons will fire across a galaxy in real time.
So let me get this straight. You fired British radio, pirate radio.
No,
you opened up a massive spaceship that bloomed like a flower and then beamed directly down into a planet so that every living creature on the planet just hears Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Nah, I fired fucking like tomboy hentai at a planet. And then, like...
Roughly the same effect.
Yes. And then, like, the maps are so big that, like, sometimes you'll fire... Like, you can set them to auto-fire. And, like, sometimes they will fire, and it'll take 15 to 20 minutes for the thing to get across the map to hit whatever it's aiming at.
Oh, nice.
And, yeah, well, I mean, I would have my own, like, teammates yell at me because they conquered a planet, like, built its civilization, and then suddenly my fucking, like, culture ray hits it, and suddenly it's my planet, and they're worshipping tomboys.
Mm.
And, like, I spent virtually nothing for it.
Oh, Revy needs to make a tomboy goon ranking list for us at some point.
You can do the legwork. I am just here for the personality.
When do I not do the legwork?
Oh god, here we go.
When do
morale improves. When morale improves.
Name what one thing of legwork that you do.
I show up here.
Okay.
Assumption, really.
Oh
And
god.
Goon, which is the most important part.
Yeah.
I mean, Gooning is pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By definition, it has to be. There you go.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it kind of is.
Don't
Is
worry,
it
guys.
time?
You won't
Thank you.
be here all week, but you'll be here next week.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't. We just had a decent week of just stuff going on. We don't have to goon together, but it's well to know that we are gooning separately.
Ultron's out.
Yeah, exactly.
and
I mean,
it's going to be about I don't know, at least 3 more weeks before I can play him.
I thought you
Why
said
3 more
Dawn is out.
weeks?
I'm like, what the fuck is?
What's up?
I thought you
Why
said
3 more
Voltron
weeks?
is out.
Ultron.
Yeah, I know now, but
I might be able to raid a goon on him in a few weeks. I don't know.
yeah, but why is it 3 more weeks? Like, what's going on?
Do you not remember when Invisible Woman came out?
Or what? Like,
Or like when Mr. Fantastic came out?
Emma Frost?
Or when Emma Frost came out? Or when The Thing came out? Not Human Torch so much. No one really played him. But
I mean, I would counter argue and say that like those pretty much like dropped off in a week.
okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I am actually able to play Emma Frost now, but for like the first 2 weeks, I was not I barely was able to touch her. Like,
Yeah, usually what happens is like the first week you can't play them,
Mhm.
but like after the first week, everyone's kind of gotten their fill and gone back to their main class.
You can play them in Doom matches whenever, but I don't really see the point in picking a healer for a Doom match.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly have not logged into Q because again, as a healer main, like I just know it's just going to be flooded with people now trying to be healer mains.
Yeah. Same here. Like Cloak and Dagger's my main.
Yeah.
Which is nice
Play
because
multiplayer.
since Moon Knight's so easy, I always get a Moon Knight.
well,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I strike a nerve?
no,
Clearly.
I'm totally not harmed.
You could easily come back at me and say, okay, thank you, Miss Auto Aim.
Hey, his health bar's already in the red. Leave him alone.
Well, I could, but I won't.
You do get MVP a lot.
Yeah,
As Moon Knight? Well, I mean,
As Moon Knight.
called nepotism, son.
I mean, the moon rises. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, listen, when you're Moon Knight, you get 3 votes for you. Each one of your personalities count as 1.
Pretty hard. Da-da-da-da-da.
Punch.
I got it.
Alright, that's it for us, everyone.
Oh man, we're done already.
We'll presumably have more direction next week.
Presumably, if
Maybe.
you all play Zelda.
We will.
I'm on it right now. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Just watch a recap video and pretend like you played it. You'll never know the difference.
Well, I can't do that now. Now he knows.
Way to go, Wolf. You ruined it.
Now I have to play one of the greatest video games of all time.
Yeah, God. Oh, my God. I will warn you, the cheats are on for it, so you're going to have to turn those off unless you want to keep them on.
Yeah, I turned those off. Like,
I had them on when I was playing a randomizer, so I didn't have to keep going back to random stores to pick up fucking Duca sticks, but... Yeah.
Now that I got Elden Ring on the mind, I kind of want to force Mizu to do a Goon tier list just based off Elden Ring.
I mean, I will do that immediately right now.
Just
Yeah,
on,
but I mean, like,
just
even
on
without
looks.
like any sort of gameplay context. Yeah,
I already know who's going to be in the
Okay.
top slot.
top
Instead
slot.
of just Elden Ring, can we expand it to the entire Soulsborne franchise?
I'm sorry, I would like to go to sleep
I
at
think
some
that would be-
point, Wolf.
Yeah, no, I think that would be genuinely too long an episode.
Okay, so
It's a bit much.
we all know
Fine.
that Turtle Pope is going to be in the top slot. We already know that.
Nah.
Listen, when we did Rivals, we had a Jeff slot. We will have a Muriel slot.
Okay.
Understandable.
Understandable.
That's-
and one of us will break it constantly.
The next question is,
you will.
Elden Ring's not that important to me. I might not.
Ugh. Alrighty.
So, like,
That's a future episode.
in that thought process, when are we going to make a tier list and goon all, like, 960 Pokemon?
Oh, God.
We could if you want.
That would. I mean, if really wants to, if Az really wants to edit that, we could do the Pokemon Smasher Pass.
And now I have to edit my old name out. He just dead named me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Alright. So that's it. We will not be doing a Pokemon Smasher Pass anytime soon because I don't...
So what do you guys think about Victory Bell?
You mean, pass.
Why? Smash.
We're not doing this.
Yeah,
We're not doing this right now.
Weeping Bell and Bellsprout, yes. Victory Bell, no.
Why not Victory Bell?
How? What? Hold on, I guess we're doing this now. What?
Weeping Bell and Bellsprout, yes, because they're basically like blowjob machines. Victory Bell is a vor machine, and I will absolutely not stick anything in that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I have a massive cock, so, I need Victory Bell.
You go right ahead. I told you my preferences. I do not have a massive cock, and I will not be fucking Victory Bell.
We'll die on this cross.
Well, that is something I didn't expect to hear today.
Yeah. If you guys like, I could get the fucking Kinky Mation ones out, and we could goon on those.
Nah, I mean, you already know my purposes, but
it is very much cheating, yes.
It is cheating, but
if you guys really want to goon on Pokemon, we could do it.
I will goon on Pokemon any day.
I might make it weird just to mix it up a bit. Just to throw you guys off.
I'm here for the weird. Like, I'm not here for normal.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, that's another episode.
Peace, everyone.
Unless it's Mr. Mind showing up, like...
Bye!